which is very disturbed from last time. So please, you all devotees who are coming regularly, give me blessing so I can speak something. Repeat Prabhupada words as it is. Ya nisha sarvabhutana tasyam jagrati sanyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune ya nisha sarvabhutana tasyam jagrati sanyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune ya nisha sarvabhutana tasyam jagrati sanyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune
Tasyam jagrati sanyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune sa nisha pashyato mune ya nisha sarvabhutana tasyam jagrati sanyami tasyam jagrati sanyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune ya nisha sarvabhutana tasyam jagrati sanyami tasyam jagrati sanyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune ya nisha sarvabhutana tasyam jagrati sanyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune ya nisha sarvabhutana tasyam jagrati sanyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune ya nisha sarvabhutana tasyam jagrati sanyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune.
Only one Mataji is here. Okay. Word to word meaning, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Ya what? Nisha is night. Sarva all. Bhutana of living entities. Tasyam in that. Jagrati is wakeful. Sanyami the self-controlled. Yasyam in which. Jagrati are awake. Bhutani all beings. Sa that is. Nisha night. Pashyatah for the introspective. Mune sage. So please hear first translation. What is night for all being is the time of awakening for the self-control. And the time of awakening for all being is night for the introspective sage. Please repeat. What is night for all being is the time of awakening for the self-control. And the time of awakening for all being is night for the introspective sage. Purport. There are two classes of intelligent man. One is intelligent in material activities for sense gratification, and the other is introspective and awake to the cultivation of self-realization. Activities of introspective sage or thoughtful man are night for persons materially observed. Materialistic persons remain asleep in such a night due to their ignorance of self-realization. The introspective sage remains alert in the night of the materialistic man. The sage feels transcendental pleasure in the gradual advancement of spiritual culture, whereas the man in materialistic activities, being asleep to self-realization, dreams of varieties of sense pleasure, feeling sometimes happy and sometimes distress in his sleeping condition. The introspective man is always indifferent to materialistic happiness and distress. He goes on with his self-realization activities undisturbed by the material reactions. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuronmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swakadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitantam Sajivam Savadetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Ya Nisha Sarvbhutanam Tasam Jagrati Sayyam. So this is like coming to end of this chapter. There is 3 more verses after this. So if we see the background of this, let us say chapter or coming to this verse, latest text number 54, Arjuna Sthita Pragyasaka Bhasha Samadhista Keshava Sthitadhi Kim Prabhashit Kim Asit Vrajit Kim. That was the question asked by Arjuna in the 54th verse. Then Krishna explained about the Sthit Pragya person from text 55 onwards. So this series of verses are going on from there. And why Arjuna asked this about Sthit Pragya? Because Krishna told him to become Sthita Pragya. Before text 54, if you go behind, Krishna is telling Arjuna to become Sthita Pragya, and is telling about different ways to control senses, and this has come to the platform of pure devotional service, which will be explained everywhere by Srila Prabhupada from very beginning of the chapter until the end of this. Not this chapter, but at Bhagavad Gita. This is the beauty of Srila Prabhupada purport. Whether chapter is about Karma Yoga, whether about it is Dhyana Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, whatever chapter. Prabhupada will bring us to pure devotional service in his purports. That's why he is called Bhakti Vedanta. And that's why it is very important for all of us to read his purport very attentively, very scrutinizingly, and using our intelligence, why he wrote like this, what is the reason. And if we are chanting our rounds very nicely, serving the Vaishnavas and not offending the Vaishnavas, then the purports will reveal in our heart. And this is the reason after when Prabhupada, Bhagavad Gita came in this world, lots of people who are innocent, who are let us say pure in heart, they are becoming devotees. Doesn't matter from which section of the world they are, either they are Muslim, Christian, Jain, Buddhist. When they read Prabhupada books, they start following Vaishnava culture, they start chanting. If they are druggists, they leave their drugs. If they are meat eaters, they leave their meat eating. So all bad habits like come to an end when they read Prabhupada books. That's why book distribution is so important. So in this text, especially the 69, Krishna is saying, Ya Nisha Sarvbhutana, means it's the night for everybody. Then person who are sleeping or they're not working, Tasyam Jagrati Sanyami. That time is sages or devotees, they are very alert. If we see practically, just go on word meaning. We see in people are, especially in cities, if you go, they sleep around 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock after coming to their work, or sometimes nightclubs, this and that. If you go to Delhi, their day start, they say. It's not like night. They say their day start after 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something like that. So, Tasyam Jagrati Sanyami. So we see even word to word meaning. At that time, devotees are preparing for waking up. And sometimes they wake up also. Some devotees are waking up 2 o'clock. Some devotees we see they are coming every day Samadhi Arti without failing. No matter whether it is cold or rain or whatever. We are sitting here, some sages are sitting here, 1, 2 at least I know, 3. Every day they are in Samadhi Arti. So, when we are sleeping like people who are always, yeah, that is, Bhagavad Gita class anybody can come 5:30, morning 4 o'clock. So, we see this, even word to word meaning. But what actually meaning it is that, Ya Nisha Sarvbhuta Nam Tasyam Jagrati. Prabhupada in purport write to class of intelligent person. Even Prabhupada is saying those materialists are also intelligent. They are not like fools. Intelligent in what? But they are intelligent in so-called try to find the ways to get more and more sense gratification, let us say, things, or developing atmosphere like that they can enjoy these senses up to the top level. They try to say, as Prabhupada says, they're trying. After coming to devotional service, we realize that, yes, okay, some sense gratification they find for some little time, but after that's finished. Let us say if you are so intelligent that you have so much money that you can have best of your eatables, tongue, we can taste of tongue, enjoyment of tongue. How long you can enjoy that thing? How much like gulab jamun you can eat? Or how much different type of sweets, let us say, one can eat? But to come to that point, person has to work very hard. Our Guru Maharaj, not our Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada disciple was saying, I think Shruti Kriti Prabhu was saying this first time, I have heard from his mouth, that they, somehow that they went to Arab countries and they went to the top richest person of that time. They somehow they tried to preach him and he invited them for lunch. And they say this dining hall was like bigger than our temple hall. Yes, this dining hall. And like whatever you can imagine, it was on the table. Like whichever part of the world you think this food can be, it is there. If it is not there, you order, it will come in 5 or 10 minutes. And they said that person was maximum 5 foot, 2 inch or something and thin. He said, what he can enjoy this food? I'm just saying this like example. Because Prabhupada is saying intelligent, 2 types of intelligence. Definitely, let us say, we all are like in a mature stage of our life. We know how much hard work one has to do even to make one house and like maintaining one family, right? What to say if somebody come to that level? Tata, Birla, Ambani's and this all. It takes intelligence, like making computer doesn't, you can't make like this. You want to make phone, you cannot make like this. If you want to make mic, it's not that anybody can make it. It needs intelligence, right? It's not like any, mazdoor or a hard worker person can make this mic or phone. No. One has to have studied engineering. First one has to have studied engineering for 3 to 5 years and then he knows the technology, then he has to do practical, then he can make something. So it needs intelligence. It's not that anybody can become engineer or anybody can become doctor or anybody can become scientist. No, it needs intelligence. But that intelligence is night for the introspective sages. They don't try for that. If some other devotee is engineer, he will do his work just to please Krishna. He will not use his intelligence now to advance in that type of science. He will not use his intelligence so much to advance in that type of science. He will use all his intelligence to understand the science of Krishna consciousness. Let us say if we go towards mother's side, Vaishnavi's side. If Vaishnavi knows how to cook very nicely, mothers or Matajis, so they will use all their intelligence to cook nice bhoga for Krishna. How I can make the best and most delicious bhoga for Krishna. She will use all her intelligence in that way. She will not use her intelligence to enjoy. The enjoying mentality becomes zero there. So that's the meaning of the Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam Tasyam Jagrati Sanyami. All people, they use their intelligence or work, how can I enjoy more? If somebody is intelligent, let us say if he's a nice doctor, if he has today any good car, then he will use his all intelligence. What will be his focus? How can I earn more by becoming good doctor to have a more money, to have a better car? Maybe one car is not enough, now I can have 2 cars, 3 cars, 4 cars, many houses, lawyer, whoever you can see in this world. They are intelligent, no doubt. Not that anybody can become doctor, right? To be a doctor, one has to study minimum 10 to 12 hours. Yes, Prabhuji, your daughter is doctor. He knows how much she studied. You all have raised up children, they must be some engineer or doctors. Prabhuji's son is also doctor, or he is businessman. Yeah. So it needs like lot of hard work and intelligence to memorize so much, right? But when the person become doctor, when we become devotee, then is like Jagrati, Ya Nishasa Gunam, Tasam Jagrati Sayyami. What is next line? Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani, Yasa Nisha Pashyato Muni. It means when these people, these so-called intelligent people, when they are awakened, when they are working very hard to get the things for sense gratification, at that time this introspective sage or devotee, they become sleep, means to say it becomes night for them, means they don't work hard in that sense. Means to they just put off themselves back. They don't try hard for this. Means to somebody is awakened means what? He is working now. Somebody is sleeping means Nisha means night. Night means sleeping. Sleeping means he is not working now. Right? So that is the real meaning of this shloka. That's why Prabhupada put immediately 2 types of intelligent people. One is using his all intelligence, which is his working hard. He is awake at that time to get the things for sense gratification. At that time, or in that sense, in that way, the sages, the devotees, they don't work hard. They are just relaxed, means night for them. If somebody has to work, let us say if somebody is grasta, family person, he has to maintain, then he will work 8 hours. It's not that he will not, he will work very nicely 8 hours. But that 8 hours is also, he is working for Krishna. His goal is not to earn and enjoy. His goal is, his consciousness is that I will earn this money, then I have family, which also has to become Krishna conscious. This is my goal. I can provide them comfortable living. That's why I'm working by Krishna's grace. Then whatever it will come, we will offer to Krishna. Even if there is, let us say, we have to go for enjoyment, so-called enjoyment, they know. So they don't go for bars. They go to Govindas. They come to temples. They go to Jagannath Puri for outing. They go to Badrinath, Jagannath or Mayapur. In that sense, they are always awakened. Why? They are awakened for the improving in Krishna consciousness. This all. On other side, if the non-devotee person who doesn't have any sense of Krishna consciousness or who doesn't want Krishna consciousness by misfortune or who wants that, who think, like what Prabhupada says in purport, he says, very nicely Prabhupada says, whereas the man in materialistic activities being asleep to self-realization dreams of varieties of sense pleasure, feeling sometimes happy and sometimes distressed in his sleeping condition. Means to say, he is getting some sense gratification thing. Let us say some materialistic person, he earns very nicely, and then he thinks if he will go maybe Switzerland, he will be very happy. If he will go to US, he will be very happy. Right? People, if you have money, little money, then you go in I'm talking about non-devotees, those who are not Krishna conscious. They have money, first what they will go to nice restaurants. If they have more money, they will go to 5-star hotels. If they have more money, they will go to different cities of the India, let us say, wherever, maybe Shimla or Goa or wherever, right? If they have more money, they think, okay, let us go to Singapore or Thailand or here and there. If they have more money, then okay, let us go to Switzerland or America or wherever. That's their goal. And it needs lot of, let us say, efforts, time and energy. Right? Nobody can go like this in America. You have to have money, lot of money. First you have ticket, this and that. And to earn that money, you have to have work. You have to have lot of, let us say, intelligently work. It's not that you make roads by digging and then you can go. No, you have to have intelligence. You know how to earn money. It needs intelligence. So, because they lose this time factor just by earning this thing, then they lose Krishna, that the golden chance, what human being, only in human being, what that goal one can get, not in another life. So that's, even if they get that, let us say, Prabhupada writes in Prabhupada, even if they get this sense gratification things, the enjoyment of senses, enjoyment of eyes, enjoyment of ear, enjoyment of touch, even if they get, this is for how long? It's like a temporary. How long you can see one movie? You have to have new movie. That's why these film stars are so rich. Because there is no end of this thing. This whole material world is like made like this. And before this shloka, Prabhupada or Krishna is telling about this thing only, about the senses. If one sense even goes, before in the shloka I think 61 or 62 something, one sense goes, it is very dangerous. And Krishna is using the example of this boat, like wind take away that boat. It's so dangerous it is. Krishna said, Dhyayato vishaya pansa sangasto shupajayate sangata sanjayate kama kama krodha vijayate krodhata bhavati samoha samoha smriti vibrama smriti vibrata buddhi nasha pranashyati. Before that shlokas, Krishna is telling very scientifically, like how this living entity falls down. So, before coming to this text, Krishna has told all the signs of how Jiva falls down. In coming to the human form of life, how it falls down, how dangerous these senses are. And I was just reading, and before this text, if you will read, in the purport, Prabhupada gives the solution for that. And somebody has underlined this in this Bhagavad Gita, I really like that. In 66, Nasti buddhiruyuktasya na chayuktasya bhavana na cha bhavyata ashantasya kutha sukham. In this purpose, Prabhupada gives the solution, how we can save ourselves. Unless one is in Krishna consciousness, there is no possibility of peace. So it is confirmed in 5th chapter that when one understand that Krishna is the only enjoyer of all good result of sacrifice and penance, He is the proprietor of all universal manifestation, that He is the real friend of all living entities, then only one can have real peace. Before we read this shloka, Dhyayato vishaya pansa. When one becomes angry, as soon as one engages in the sense gratification without Krishna consciousness. It means we have to use all our senses, we have to engage all our senses in Krishna consciousness, then we can be saved. There is no other formula. Bhoktaram yak tapasam, Prabhupada, the translation wrote this. Bhoktaram yak tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram soyadya sarvbhutanam gyaptam shantam richati. It means we have to use all our senses in Krishna consciousness, then we can be saved from entanglement of sense gratification. Otherwise, we have habit, our mind, which is coming from life after life after life with us. He is the storehouse of all sense gratification, let us say, ideas. I was hearing, I think, a Prabhupada lecture only. Prabhupada says that's why there is 84 lakhs types of human species, not human species. Like 84 lakh types of sense gratification ideas are there. How much you can pull in this human form? Whatever desire of sense gratification we have at the time of death, next birth is there, according to laws of nature. So there is no way that we can control our senses. We can engage our senses in Krishna consciousness, then it will come under, because then the senses will get the higher taste. Then the person becomes Ya Nisha Sarvbhutana Tasyam Jagrati Sayyam. Because he realized this thing. Ki if I will engage in this sense gratification thing, no. That's why just back up. He used all his senses in Krishna consciousness. And now ISKCON Prabhupada has given such a good facilities. We have such a wonderful prasadam. You eat. We were discussing with one senior devotee. He said every single ISKCON person who is joined ISKCON, in his lifetime, he eats at least one truck of paneer. Isn't it? Every second day is paneer. Who cooks so much paneer? Paneer is normal. We have every second day. How much you want to eat? Nowadays, one day sometime, today is matha, yesterday was some tarbooj juice, before that kharbooj juice, before that this, that. What do you want? Okay, eat. And when Prabhupada lectured, Prabhupada was saying, I think it was code also came. He was little, I don't know, angry or what. Prabhupada said, okay, you cannot understand philosophy, you cannot read books, eat up to your neck. And eat prasad, only prasad, and one day you will die and be Krishna conscious, that's all. I was enjoying that. Eat prasad, only prasad, Krishna prasad. Eat up to your neck. Yeah. If you want to enjoy, then senses like eyes, you want to see good things. See Radha Shyam Sundar, Krishna Balram Gaur Nitai. Anywhere you go in the world, if you see deity is so beautiful. Right? Anybody who is tired of seeing Radha Shyam Sundar, Krishna Balram Gaur Nitai? Prabhuji, you are living from last many years worshipping deities. You never get tired of looking them. Maybe we cannot see for hours, at least I am not on that platform, but every day we see them. We feel happy. You want to hear Kirtan? Andhra Prabhu has set up such a wonderful 24-hour Kirtan here. Once, many years before, by good fortune we were brahmachari, and in room number 194, now it's different. Andhra Prabhu and one more very advanced devotee, they were discussing. And this advanced devotee says, you see, from there you can, at that time you can see this Krishna Balram courtyard, and he said, you see, people are coming from there. When they come to Samadhi, their hand comes up. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. When they come downstairs, come to the near main temple entrance, their legs started. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. And when they come to the courtyard, they start dancing. This is the magic in this temple. And when they go, they never forget this temple. Once we were in Rajasthan, in when very remote, let us say village type, like we went to this tehsil, we call this tehsil, they like all legal work is done there. So we were doing book distribution. He said, That person said, you are from ISKCON, Vrindavan? Yes. Angrez Mandir? Yes. Then he asked another lawyer. He said, you went to Vrindavan? He said, yes, I went to Vrindavan. You went to Angrez Mandir? He said, no. He said, your Vrindavan Yatra is not complete. He said, you again go to Vrindavan. He literally said like this. I'm not like something like. He literally said like this. You went to Vrindavan, you again go to Vrindavan. You be in Bhakya Bihari and come evening in the ISKCON Angrez Mandir. Then you will realize. You say, Radha, Krishna dance there in the evening. He said like that. I was like, oh. So if you want to enjoy like this. One has a mood of traveling and going in and there. Join traveling Sankirtan party. At least. We have traveled at least like all Himalayas and then South India and then Rajasthan and except Bengal and this side we didn't go. Otherwise travel all over. And from Mayapur 14 or 17 buses goes every like second month they goes for traveling Sankirtan. From Delhi they are traveling Sankirtan. Means to say, I want to say like we will have to engage all our senses. Mothers can cook whatever for Krishna. There are 100 types of varieties of Mother Jamuna cookbook. Mother Jamuna cookbook got the award also, right? She got the international award also. So until and unless we engage our senses in Krishna consciousness, there is no question of escape from sense gratification. That's why we have to have some service. The best service of chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yesterday, Devi Shakti Mataji was giving question and answer session. And somebody asked question about this. How can we, I don't remember exact the question, but Mataji was saying minimum 16 rounds. One devotee asked this question that Mataji, we are practicing Krishna consciousness from so many years, but still I have like anger and I become, let us say, different anarthas I have, what to do? Then Mataji says, check your chanting. How you are chanting. Be very attentive in your chanting. That's what I have heard so many senior Vaishnavas. If you are not growing in Krishna consciousness, it means the root cause is not chanting. That's what Bhaktivinoda Thakur also says. The root cause of all our anarthas, or if you are not able to come out of our anarthas, or if you are not getting the higher taste, the best way is to getting higher taste, how we are chanting. We have to chant, we have to hear every single word of our chanting. And Devi Shakti Mataji also told very nice thing like, in relation to this, one Mataji asked some question about like friendship. Like Mataji asked the question that I have some friend who is helping me so much in growing up in Krishna consciousness. So can I have like a really attachment with that person? It is not material or it is spiritual. Mataji says, then that Mataji gave example of Shat Goswamis. They were very close friends. And then she gave example of that one Goswami left body, then another Goswami out of viraya or separation from that Goswami, he also left the body after some time. So can we also have a friend like this? So Mataji says, first of all, these Goswamis, they are on a very high level. When they are chanting, they are with Krishna. They are in pastime with the Krishna. So their friendship is eternal from there only. It's not that they came here, now they are friends. So our friendship is, we don't know on what basis, on what relationship is there. So better chant very nicely, then you will know who you are, then you will know who is that person is, then there will be some attachment, that is good. Otherwise our friendship, our whatever relationship, it should be centered Krishna. Because that person is a devotee of Krishna, that's why I am a friend of that person. It means she wanted to say that chanting is very important, let us say, in both questions. And one is anartha and one is on a very high level of friendship. So that's what I'm saying, that service. We have to engage ourselves, our all senses in service of Krishna. Minimum 16 rounds, very attentively. You can chant more. It's not like maximum 16 rounds. Minimum 16 rounds, very attentive. And if you follow Srila Prabhupada sadhana system, we have seen those who are following this sadhana, they are growing, isn't it? Even if they don't look like so highly scholarly person or maybe not very charismatic persons, even they are simple devotees, but they are like, we could see that them. Maybe they have not achieved so big goals. We have so many examples, at least we know in Vrindavan. The pure devotees. Everybody recognizes them. But they are strict to their, what Prabhupada gave. So that's how, what Prabhupada wants to teach us from this. Two intelligent persons, so we have to become second type of intelligent person. Second type is the best intelligent person. That is code also, na? First class, what is that? Lazy?
Lazy intelligent,
Lazy intelligent.
lazy fool.
Lazy fool. Busy intelligent. Busy fools. So lazy intelligent is the best person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is said here. Lazy intelligent. Lazy in sense gratification, but intelligent in Krishna consciousness. Ya nisha sarvabhutana tasyam jagrati sayyami. So we have to become like that. Whenever there's, because we are living in this materialistic world, whenever there will be a lot of time Maya will check us. The atmosphere will be like that. She will create to check us. Then we have to back up at that time. Okay. We have people here who are working in different government jobs and private jobs. We will have chance to get together, this and that. Okay. We will go out of, let us say, social duty. I know one, it's like a joke, it's joke or whatever. I know one family, they are living in Omex. And husband is like IT person and wife is, she is a teacher. And then because they are in, let us say, with family and others, so they have to go their family circle like Masi's son's marriage or Masi's sons or brother's son's birthday or this and that. They have to go. They go out of social responsibility. So this Prabhuji's daughter was saying, Prabhu, I always have to carry my father's tiffin with me. Whatever party we go, I have to carry a tiffin for him because he doesn't eat anything there. You see? So they are trying, they go, but Krishna is giving them intelligence. So they go. He doesn't eat anything anywhere they go because they are not devotees. So you become Ya Nisha Sarvabhutana. Uske liye wo Nisha, for that person it's like Nisha. Now I'm not active. I'm sleeping now. Please don't disturb me. So that's the stage we have to come. We have 10 minutes. Please, any comments, correction, questions? Yes, sir. Here is mic. It's not working. Okay. How would you will start? Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, just like we are completely but still sometimes our mind is gravitated to our family members and other things. Although we come out from there, but still sometimes the attachment is there. So how to come out from there?
Devi Shakti Mataji told, yes, like as we have switched off the fan, but still fan is going on. She said, just keep going on with Krishna consciousness. Then there will be like, let us say, detached attachment will be there. That's what detached attachment, yeah. You say you are detached, but still you will do your responsibility. You will do whatever need for your family members. If they are sick, you will go and help them. If you are capable, then you will go and help them. But you will not be attached with that thing. That stage also comes. Let us say coconut, this the dry coconut is separate from the outer shell. Still in the coconut, but it's separate completely. Person doesn't become attached with that things. So again we have to see, like when practice, then.
So it is sure that we are going to come out from there.
If you are practicing,
If you are practicing,
yes.
it is sure.
Yes, it is 100% sure. Prabhupada says you will shake hand with Krishna. That's what Prabhupada says. Chant 60 rounds, follow 4 regulative principle. You will see face to face Krishna and shake hand with him. And lots of let us say even if we see ourselves, we see our previous life. So many attachments were there. Some of have already gone. We even don't want to see that thing. Some are there, that will also go. It means the process is working definitely. We have to have what? Utsaha Nishchay Dharya. Rupa Goswami says, no? Utsaha, with enthusiasm we have to work. Nishchay, like yes, sure that thing will happen. And Dharya, keep patience.
Thank you.
Any comment, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Those who are grest actually,
What?
grest no,
Family person, yeah, grass.
persons actually, they have to discharge their prescribed duties. Thus we have said actually, if they are sick actually, then we have to arrange their treatment. This is the duty, part of duty, not the attachment. Something is required. If we don't absorb in them, but do your duty. That's the only thing. If you absorb in them actually, then it is become attachment. If you do your prescribed duty with respect to your family members actually, then it is all matter. You have to carry out. If you don't do your prescribed duty, it means that actually you are lacking something in Krishna consciousness. We have to do something. Not absorb family members actually. Do them their duty actually independently. Don't interfere with them actually. You do your chanting, you do your duty. Don't depend upon them actually. If you depend upon them actually, for your Krishna consciousness, which means you have attachment with them. You do your duty with respect to Lord Krishna, with respect to your family. These two are separate things actually. And one should be very much careful that actually you should not speak any harsh word. You must have practice to this actually. When you are chanting, performing your prescribed duty with respect to temple, you are coming to the temple in the morning activities. It means you have patience actually. I have seen myself actually, if patience is developing in you with respect to the chanting, with respect to reading books actually, in every walk of life actually, it means you are elevating yourself.
All good qualities will come
Hare Krishna.
the person who is practicing Krishna consciousness.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
So my question, which I would like to ask here is, suppose in a family, if one is inclined towards Krishna consciousness and the rest of the people are opposite to that, so in that case, what should be the possible solution? Because the resistance will come, and because of which that person will not get fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness. So what should we do in that case?
Actually, this question is like case to case is different answer. We cannot generalize this thing. Okay, you do like this, you do like this. It depends on the person's situation, what situation it is like that. So you have to discuss with your, let us say, mentor we call this, or Shiksha Guru. Nowadays we call it mentor. Best talk with that who is in touch with you, who knows you better, who knows your situation. But definitely the opposition will be there, Prahlad Maharaj. What more opposition one person will have? So one has to tolerate and keep continuing. There is no question of, let us say, leaving something. But how to do that, that depends on situation to situation. You cannot give, if somebody has given answer to somebody, okay, you do like this cannot be applied to you. It will be maybe dangerous for you. So, personalize.
Thank you.
In answer to his question, I am remembering 2-3 lines of filmy Gana.
No, we don't.
You
No.
will see that
I'm sorry, Prabhu.
it
We,
is devotional.
whatever it is. If Narottam Das Thakur sings, then it is okay. Prabhupada is saying, he wants to give example from some filmy song. Okay, sorry.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Prabhu, as we hear one of the family member, we has left the material world. So should we go and attend that, or we should avoid to attend?
If some family member has left the body, so for their program, should we go or we should not go? This is your, why we should not go? We must go. We must tell them to chant Hare Krishna mantra, and we should try to arrange a program where for his final rites or whatever, his chanting can be done, prasadam can be distributed. Then that soul will get the maximum benefit. This is a very good chance of preaching, because at that time everybody hears. At least for that time they will hear. Huh?
At that time they will be more favorable.
Yeah, at that time they will be more favorable.
But if they are eat each other,
No matter.
or
Doesn't matter. At that time they will eat prasadam, they will chant, tell them to distribute 1,000 Bhagavad Gita on the name of this person. They will do. Yeah. I know my Guru Maharaj, sister called, Maharaj told this first time, his sister called him for marriage of his son or something in wherever, South India. Maharaj says, I will come if you will give me something 5 lakh rupees for South Indian temple something. And she gave. And Maharaj went for 5-10 minutes and then she gave. I know some devotees, like one devotee, he got sponsored a lot of Bhagavad Gita. He says he is like brahmachari in Punjabi temple. His relative, close relative died, then they called him, you come also. He said, yes, I will come, but we will distribute all the people who will come Bhagavad Gita to them on their name. And they did. Everybody got the free Bhagavad Gita from his name. So the soul will get maximum benefit by that.
Thanks. Now, if you are engaged in your service,
If you are,
engaged in your service, you give up your service and you go for that person. So it is correct that you leave your service and you attend the...
that depends on the situation. Like if you talk with your authority, like you are a pujari and no pujari is there, and if you are the only pujari, then it's obviously you cannot do. The first duty, as Prabhuji is saying, like this situation. So what is the situation at that time? What is my prescribed, as Prabhu says, prescribed. So who prescribed? Your spiritual master has prescribed you this duty. Like prescription, doctor give prescription, you eat this medicine. So spiritual master give you duty, that is called prescribed duty. So that has to be done. It's not that you prescribe yourself your duties. It doesn't work. So it's like, that's why spiritual master is so important. And we have to have a relationship with spiritual master. If not, with the mentors and those who are in the same. Okay, 6:32. Fine, thank you very much. If you have any question or discussion, we can do personally. Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Guru Mancha Kalpata.